Hey, welcome back. All right, now I want to work on some mountain levels here. A mountain off in the distance, another layer. So I'm going to mix up some purple paint. Take a little bit of crimson red, some cobalt blue, and come to a purple color that I'm happy with. Got a little bit too much red in there, so let me add a little bit more blue in there. Add some white to test it a little bit. So that's a little bit too pink. Add a little bit more blue into it. Test in some white. Still a bit too pink. More blue. I made it a little bit too pink to begin with. See how that looks. It's getting there. I need a little bit more blue though. Sometimes it just depends on what brand of paint you use. It determines how strong a color is. That's a little bit better. I still want it bluer, I think. A little bit more blue into it. Let's see what it looks like at the canvas. I might want to make it bluer, but let me see what it looks like up here. I think that's a little bit too red. A little bit more blue. Using cobalt blue. I could use a different kind of blue, like Prussian maybe. Let's see what this does. Get it more blue. Yeah, I think that's closer to what I want. Let me sort of test it over here, away from that color there, so I can look at the difference. More blue. Yeah, I'll do the same. Kind of test it away from it. I can see where I am there. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, so I'm just going to go along the top edges of these mountains here. And just sort of kind of fill those in. Sometimes you can turn the knife the other way. Instead of just keeping it like this, you can go this way and you can get a better line sometimes. Just depends on what you're trying to do. Get that peak in there better. If you have trouble applying the paint, just go slow and just sort of take your time putting it on there. And over here, there's a little bit of a tiny peak right there. Pull it down, pull it down. And kind of come along here. Just trying to get that top level. I have a high peak right over here. Pull it in like that. High peak right here. Using more of the tip of the knife right there. I keep telling myself to go buy some different kinds of knives. I haven't done it yet. I will. Just to get different effects. Get that covered there a little bit better. Paint over here. And come all the way over here. Now over here we're starting to get a little bit better of a contrast between the mountains and the sky. You have this yellow in the sky. What I might do with this painting is let this dry 100% and then put a little bit of that sky color over the mountains. It looks like there's a little bit of a glow shining through there. I'll sort of supersede the mountains by doing that. But for right now, I'll just get that top level layer filled in to there. Head filled in, ear filled in. Hands right over here. The hand's not quite as steady as it was when I was younger. You can make straighter lines. Probably getting old for me, I guess. I want to kind of make more of a distinct line right there where that peak is. And from this side, there's a lot of yellow under there. It's kind of picking it up a little bit. Pull it down. Alright, so sort of clean the knife a little. Wipe it off. I'm going to sort of take some off just by sort of scraping across. Just so there's not as much paint to deal with. So scrape it off, go across, go across. I took some off. Now I want to make it so it's a little bit lighter towards the bottom. I'm getting to this line right here where the next layer of mountains are. So I'm going to get it to there. So I get that white in there. Gives it a little bit of a misty layer. It's a little bit of, I don't know, snow or mist back in there. Just a little lightness in there. Help to separate this layer of mountains from the next one. Alright, so that put in some light for us. Wipe it off, wipe it off. Now I need to deal with here to here, because that's where the land is in the foreground. I'm going to mix up some more paint. I'm going to use, let me use a little bit of a darker blue, ultramarine blue, with the red. So it gives us a little bit redder, a little bit stronger color. Prussian blue, that's a strong color. And those two colors mix in with the purple I was using. I don't want to get too red, blue, but let's see what that looks like. A little bit of a stronger color. A little bit too much white put in there, didn't I? Test it up here. See what it looks like. I think I like that. I'm gonna come over here. A little bit more blue in there. Come up there. This is our next layer here of mountains. Somebody's laughing in the background. I don't know who that is. When you paint outside, you get all kinds of noises from nature and people and everything. Let's see if I can get that covered there. That's giving us a good coverage in there. Mix up some more color. It's a little redder than I really want it to be, but it looks pretty good, so I'll just keep it. This layer mound's a little less steep also, that's another thing. Mounds are a little less steep as they come closer usually. Arm out of the way there. Alright, maybe up here a little steeper just to give it a little variety. Pull that down. Get that filled in. And from this side, a little more distinct. Okay, so we got that filled in. Now wipe the knife off like I did last time. And just like I did last time, just pull it across. Get some extra paint off there. Makes it easier to put the white on. And I'll do that again. Just scrape the paint off. A little bit of a different angle, more of like a downward to the corner, to the this way angle. Wipe the knife off. And I'll grab some white and start to work it in there on the bottom. I have a lot of white on my palette, so I'll also use it. Oops, this is moving around. Let me put this down. It doesn't move around for me too much. Over here, get some white. I'm trying to get to this line that I drew. That's where the land is going to start. Right there. Oops, sorry. Sometimes I bump into the camera by accident. Grab a little bit more white so I can put some white on the left side. Right out of the tube, straight out of the tube, as they say. And across there. Gotta go that way a little, over there. Okay, I'll grab some paper towels. Get this knife clean. I sort of do what I did in the last round. Sort of bring them together there. Bring them together. You can use a circular motion. You can kind of pull it down. I don't want to lose all that contrast. I don't want to get too much light in here, because then I'm going to lose the contrast. So I'm going to do that. A lot of nice actions in there and whatnot, so I think I'll just kind of leave it a bit in there. I just want to blend it too much. Maybe down here I'll blend it a little bit more there. Alright, with the knife. And on the top where it's dark, I'm going to kind of re-establish that a little bit more. establish that. Alright, so I think that looks pretty good. Trying to reestablish some of that dark so I don't lose my contrast. There we go. Alright, so I hope you guys are enjoying this painting. Next time we'll come back in, put some land right across here, some trees, and we'll get there. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.